Our body is extremely smart. It wants to preserve energy in case we're ever going to starve. We've just seen that, right? And even if you never ate another carbohydrate in your life, you'd still need to understand energy balance in order to lose body fat and stay slim. So let's break it all down with a simple overview. Energy balance is all about energy in and energy out. Energy in is the foods that you eat. From this moment forward, I want you to think of food as fuel. Food has only one purpose. It gives nourishment and energy for our cells to survive. Energy out is the energy we use to live. When we talk about energy and metabolism, many people think it's just about moving around, but actually you're burning energy every single minute of every single day. Blinking your eye burns energy. Your heart beating burns energy. Digesting food or breathing requires energy. Every single organ in your body needs a constant supply of energy just to stay alive and function. Here's what you need to know. The more you move, the more energy you'll need. The bigger you are, the more energy you need to move around. The more muscle tissue you have, the more energy you naturally burn off, even while you're just sleeping. Men burn more energy than women because they have testosterone and more muscle tissue. And as we age, we tend to burn less energy unless we keep ourselves very fit. Keep all of this in mind because it's going to help you to manipulate your metabolism later. So let's think about a 6 foot tall, muscle-bound man who is a bricklayer. He's moving a lot. He's got big muscles to feed. So he's going to use up more energy. Now let's compare him to a 5 foot little lady who has a desk job. She won't use as much energy because she's not moving around and she's a lot smaller. So these two people will both need a different amount of food to fuel their body, right? Okay, so you've heard of calories. Don't worry, I won't have you counting them. But you do need to understand how this works because you'll get to a point where you may hit a weight plateau and you'll need to know this stuff to get through the plateau. Okay, so a calorie is a measurement of energy. From now on, when you hear the word calories, I want you to think of energy. We can estimate how many calories your body uses and we can estimate how many calories are in different foods. Calories are just an estimate. So what happens is, in a laboratory, a scientist will take a potato, for example, and measure how many calories that potato has. And from that, we can estimate how much energy that potato will give our body as fuel. So you'll eat the potato and your body uses those calories as its energy source, just like a car uses gas. In a whole day, with all the foods and drinks that you consume, you might have, say, 2,000 calories. But it all depends on what and how much you ate. This is your energy in. So we can estimate how many calories your body uses to get through the day. This is your energy out. At a minimum, you'll use up a certain amount of energy just to stay alive. And this will depend on your size, the amount of muscle you have on your body, your gender, and your age. This is known as your basal metabolic rate. Then we can take into account how much activity you're doing throughout the day. The more activity you do, the more energy you need, and from that we can then estimate how many calories you'll need in order to maintain your weight. So let's say your body uses approximately 1,800 calories on an average day. You're the office worker in this scenario. So what would happen if you ate 2,400 calories? What then? If you don't use up the energy you eat, your body will store it. Can you guess how? Yep, your body will store the extra energy as glycogen from carbohydrates first. Remember, that's the sugar that's stored in your muscles and your liver. And anything extra will be turned into body fat. So right now you're probably thinking, but what if I didn't eat any carbohydrates? It does not matter. It doesn't matter where the calories come from, whether they come from carbohydrates, proteins, or fats. Anything you don't burn off has to go somewhere. It does not vanish into thin air. It must be either used as energy or it will be stored. And if your glycogen tanks are already full, it will be stored as fat. Remember this, your body is very efficient at preserving and storing energy, because once upon a time, we didn't have all the food available that we do today. Your body's just trying to keep you alive, and in order to do that, it must have energy reserves. Those energy reserves are in the form of both glycogen and body fat. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. A calorie is just another word for energy. Your body uses calories as energy to fuel your cells. And everything you eat and drink provides calories to be used as energy. If you don't burn off the calories that you're eating, they will be stored. We tend to get so confused and overwhelmed when we talk about body fat, don't we? But I want you to see it for what it really is, because if you have a shift in perception now, it will make burning off the fat so much easier after we've designed your plan. So let's do a quick exercise. Where is it on your body that you hold most of the body fat? Are you a big thigh person, or maybe you carry a lot of fat around your belly? Wherever that spot is, have a look at it and feel it. Put your hands on it right now and feel the extra fat. You probably hate it, right? I mean, this stuff has caused so much pain and heartache. If you could cut it off, you probably would. That extra fat is just stored calories. It's all the fuel that you've put into your body that hasn't been used up. That's all it is. It's just stored energy. When you think of it this way, it takes the emotion out of it, doesn't it? It's just stored calories. That's all it is. And here's the great news. If you can store calories, you can also unstore them. Think about it like this. If you go to the gas station and fill up your car, but you keep filling it up, it will eventually overflow, right? The extra fat sitting on your body right now is just an overflow of energy. It's just the extra gas that you've put in that you just need to use up. That's all.